Hi, and welcome to the informational video webinar series on the rules for certified child care centers. This is video number 2, covering definitions and applications and certification processes.
My name is Mary McCord. I work for the Child Care Licensing Division as an investigations manager in the investigations unit. The Child Care Licensing Division hopes that you find these videos informative and supportive in learning about the new Certified Child Care Center rule set. During each video in this series, we will explain some of the key features and highlights of the Certified Center rules. Another new aspect is that the rules have been organized differently to help make information easier to find. While we are highlighting many key features, changes, and new rules throughout this video series, the entire rule set will not be reviewed. Please refer to the Certified Child Care Center Rulebook for the full list of requirements and rules. Okay, let's get started. First, we will review definitions. Some of the definitions in the Certified Child Care Center rule set have been revised, written in plain language, and/or added for clarity. An example of a revision is any references to child-proof lock have been updated throughout the rules with the phrase inaccessible to children. For example, a child care center must ensure that all toxic or potentially dangerous items, such as cleaning supplies and equipment, poisonous and toxic materials, and flammable and corrosive materials, are inaccessible to children. Child with specific needs means a child under 18 years of age who requires some adaptation of the center's standard program of care, activities, or equipment to accommodate a physical, developmental, behavioral, mental, or medical condition or disability which is either permanent or temporary. Developmentally appropriate was updated to have more inclusive language. Developmentally appropriate means 1. Caregivers interact with each child in a way that respects the child's unique abilities. 2. Caregivers have knowledge about how children grow and learn. 3. Activities, materials, and curriculum reflect the interests and abilities of a specific child or group of children being served. 4. Equipment is appropriately sized or adapted so that each child can participate fully and safely. Inaccessible to children. New. Replaces references to child-proof lock. This definition provides multiple options for programs to safely store hazards or materials and aligns with what is seen in the field. The definition of multi-site coordinator was adjusted, and a definition of multi-site program was added. Multi-site coordinator means the person responsible for coordinating overall management and operation of a number of sites in a multi-site program. Multi-site program means a single organization oversees or administers multiple single classroom sites in which no individual site has a licensed capacity of more than 20. In this program, director duties are shared between on-site personnel and a multi-site coordinator. Night care now has a definition in the rulebook. An injury of a dislocated bone was added to the definition of serious injury or incident. New. Supervision means the act of caring for a child or a group of children. This includes awareness of and responsibility for the ongoing activity of each child. It requires physical presence, knowledge of children's needs, and accountability for their care and well-being. Supervision also requires that caregivers be near and have ready access to children in order to intervene when needed. New. Visitor means someone who is at the program for a single event, including but not limited to a repair person, privately contracted professional working with an individual child, or librarian visiting the program. Visitors are not potential employees and are not counted in ratio. New. Volunteer includes any person who provides labor or services to a child care center but is not compensated with employment pay or benefits. A volunteer must never have unsupervised access to a child unless the volunteer is the child's parent or if the volunteer is enrolled in the Central Background Registry. Now we will review the application and certification process. An applicant must submit an original and complete application for a certificate on the forms provided by the Child Care Licensing Division under the following circumstances. For the initial certificate, for the annual renewal of the certificate, whenever there is a change of owner, whenever the center moves to a new location, or for increase of capacity. A certified child care center must complete and submit an application to CCLD at least 45 days before the planned opening date of a new center or change of owner or location, and 30 days prior to the expiration of the certificate for a renewal. If an application for renewal and payment of the required fee is received at least 30 days prior to the expiration date of the current certificate, the current certificate, unless officially revoked, remains in force until CCLD has acted on the application for renewal and has given notice of the action taken. The application must include the following items: evidence that the certified child care center meets all applicable building codes and zoning requirements, approval by an environmental health specialist, written approval by a state or local fire code official within the last 2 years of the renewal date, a floor plan, initial or current lead testing results for each source of drinking water. A management list is no longer a required part of the application process. Upon receipt of a completed application, a certified child care center will be evaluated by a representative of CCLD to determine if it meets all certification requirements. CCLD will issue a regular certified child care center certification when the center is determined to be in compliance with all of these rules. A regular certified child care center certification is valid for no more than 1 year. CCLD will issue a temporary certified child care center certificate when the center is determined to be in compliance with most of these rules. There are no identified deficiencies that are hazardous to children, and the operator is working to be in full compliance. CCLD may issue a temporary certified child care center certification when a renewal application is submitted less than 30 days prior to the certification expiration date or in response to an initial application. A certified child care center may not operate under a temporary certification for more than 180 days in any 12-month period. CCLD may deny an initial or renewal application or revoke a temporary certificate if deficiencies continue while the temporary certification is in effect. A certified child care center certificate cannot be transferred to any other location or to another organization or individual. A certified child care center must request in writing to CCLD any changes in the conditions of the certificate, such as center capacity, age range of children, changes in room use, or hours of operation. A certified child care center must receive approval from CCLD before making such changes. A certified child care center must comply with the conditions of the certificate when admitting children, including but not limited to capacity, hours of operation, age range, and special conditions. A certified child care center must allow representatives of all agencies involved in certification to have immediate access to all areas of the center and premises when child care children are present, including areas deemed inaccessible to children, including rooms not typically used for child care, second floors, and other structures on the property. Records of children enrolled in the center, and all records and reports related to the child care operation regarding compliance with these rules, and all staff. CCLD certification records are open to the public on request, including findings of complaint investigations. However, information protected by state or federal law and the names of children and adults will not be disclosed. Thank you for watching this video in our informational series. You can now move on to the next video in this series. If you have any questions, please contact your licensing specialist. For more information, visit our website at www.oregon.gov.